know what's stopping men from taking advantage of women?
I can only speak for myself. It's wrong, and it's not the type of man I want to be, and it's not the type of energy that I want to put into the world. Because my compassion, concern, and empathy for the humanity of the woman is always first priority.
Other men.
Yeah.
It is fairly evident in our society that this is not true.
Men agreed with you could hit a woman over the head, whoever you hit over the head and drug to your cave, that was your woman. Women couldn't do a thing to stop it.
Yeah, it seems we decided as a culture that if we're going to criminally charge people who commit acts of violence against other people in public, stands to reason we should also criminally charge people who commit acts of violence against people behind closed doors in the privacy of their own homes. Violence is violence regardless of whether it happens on public property or private property. If a man got into an altercation with another man in his home, that would be assault. If it was his wife, though...
So that shows you that men are more benevolent than women.
So men are more benevolent than women because we decided to pursue changing the culture, which definitely came from the outcry, protests, and despair of women, mind you, and implementing laws in which to discourage this type of behavior being accepted in our society. Glossing over however long before that where we just seemed to accept it and not see any issue with it. What would have made men more benevolent? Never to proceed to create a society in which this type of behavior was ever accepted and tolerated in the first place.
Because women now have laws that allow them to screw men over in divorce and child support, and there's no group of women to stop it.
Are we under the impression that it was all women who passed those laws? Divorce, family court, child support, that's a topic for another video. However, roping all of that into whatever point he is trying to make here, I am not optimistic that he is going to receive sympathy from women.
There's no other half of women who are doing the same thing that men do, which is prevent you from being screwed over in a large amount.
Why are we acting like that only women are solely in charge of family court? And are we really going to sit there as men and take sole credit that we decided for ourselves, you know, men, taking advantage of women is wrong. We should stop doing that. That endless women's outcry, despair, and protests had no influence over it?
Again, in the Western world, men stop other men from doing things to women.
Right.
Yeah, we changed the culture a bit and we implemented laws, but guess what? Men still take advantage of women. We might have improved the situation, but there's still plenty of work to do.
If it wasn't for other men, men would have free reign.
Does anyone else see how this makes men sound? What is the reason why I don't take advantage of women as a man? Well, isn't it obvious? It's against the law. Not to mention my concern with how I will be perceived by other men. Because as a man, seeking approval and validation from other men is vital. Evidently, if I surrounded myself with men who saw no issue with this behavior, then it stands to reason neither would I. Is there no part of you that recognizes that this is wrong? Is there no part of you that has any compassion, empathy, and concern for the humanity of the woman? That if you existed in a society where it was 100% certain you would face zero consequences, you would see no issue with participating in this type of behavior. You should know it's wrong. You shouldn't need laws and you shouldn't need the influence of other men to tell you that it's wrong. If I have a goal for women to care about men one day, it starts with me showcasing that I give a shit about them right now.